Well, it seems like you're healthier this year. How do you feel starting out?
Yeah, I've been talking to Adam. I think after my ACL tear, the process like to get fitness was a long time recovering. Then I went to preseason right away, no rest. A long season in 23 and then 24. And I feel like 24 I felt some issue there, like maybe for no rest a good amount of time. And like coming back this year, I feel like I could rest properly and prepare for the start of the preseason.
When you say that, because you also had a hip injury, or are you just talking about the knee, or what?
I think like everything was coming together, hip, knee,
Like compensating?
yeah, compensating for that injury. And feel like this year I'm healthy and prepared for the start of the games.
JP, can you kind of take us into the negotiations and the decision to come back here on this new deal?
It was pretty easy, to be honest. We had a conversation about my expectations because the end of the year, as you know, I was not started many games, so I had a conversation with Schmetz and Weibel, but I think like I created roots here, and I want to continue that process and hopefully get more trophies with Sam.
They brought a lot of players. Just how have you seen the off-season? I know you haven't played a lot, but what do you think of the off-season adjustments, signings I should say, and then kind of what does the season look like?
Yeah, I feel like the last 2 years we got kind of predictable in the final third, maybe because our system is static, and now we have players to move around to play different positions, and maybe the formation change and all of that bring us more life in the final third. So because we're pretty good in defense, so we need to be better in the final third.
Possession. How's that going to help alleviate the pressure off you all in the back line?
I feel like we're a good possession team. We kind of mix our possession and going like fast to do the counterattacks. But I think the issue was create movements in the final third when the teams are defending a low block. We need more flexibility in the final third.
So you mentioned you talked to Brian and Craig about the play time. Do you have any expectations this year of how much you're going to get, the role in general?
It's hard to say about minutes because maybe my role is smaller than was before, but like in soccer there's injury, a lot of things can happen during the season, so like my mindset is the same, to play hard, to train hard, to when I get the opportunity I'll give my best.
You look quicker, you seem to be really good on your horizontal movement. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I lost a few pounds in this off season, and I'm trying to be in a better shape, and when I'm healthy everything comes together and gets a little bit easier.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm kind of hearing what you're saying. I just want to be clear. Are you saying that you feel better now physically than you probably felt at any point last year?
Yeah.
Because it seemed like last year you
100%.
were kind of battling one thing or another for a lot of the year.
Yeah, like I said, that ACL tear was a long process. Even I was healthy to 23. It was a long year to play without resting, and then I start right away the next season, and was a long time playing and training and recovering, and I felt like it was exhausting to do that process, and now like I feel like I'm in a better spot.
I don't know how much of a motivation is it to know that you guys have Botafogo in the. I mean, is that something that you take a lot of? When you saw that name get drawn, What was your?
I was expecting to be honest. Like it was funny because I saw that coming. It would be nice, like to see some players. I don't think there's more any player from my time over there, but there's a lot of stuff, like a bunch of people to see. It will be good.
You was there any consideration to play elsewhere then, as far as like the change in your role last season? I mean, were you looking at elsewhere? That might have.
Yeah, that's don't change. Like my mindset, my role off the field will be the same. Like trying to help my teammates, support them, and on the field as well. Like what I told the Shemets is like my nature is to play, is to try to fight for my spot. And that will be like that when I'm still playing. If I don't fight for my position for playing time, I hang my boots.
Yeah.
So that's don't change.
So you weren't considering another team, like to sign with another team?
Yeah, all it was in considerations because at some point of the last season, I didn't know about what is going to happen here. So when I tried to see like all the options I had, but Seattle was always my first option.
And then when you were, as far as the off season, when you say getting rest, so did you take more time like off your feet this off season?
Not really.
Than before?
I tried to do both.
Well, how did you get rest then? I guess.
Yeah, rest was good, but also I did some different. Like I got a guy in Brazil to do my PT work in the morning, and I was training in the afternoons. So I find a good amount of training and also like recovery.
Are we to read anything into the black boots being back, or do you always train in the black boots?
Yeah, I feel like black boots will be back.
In terms of this year and all the competitions that you guys gotta play, CONCACAF Cup and Club World Cup, how much does that motivate you? And what are your feelings when you're talking about a historic year for this club?
Yeah, it's so good to have opportunity to play these big tournaments. The Champions League we won in 22, so we have a chance to get another trophy. So, like for us players, everybody will get some opportunities. So we need to do a good preseason to be prepared because it's a lot of games coming up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.